guys, I look a mess, so I'm about to cook and do my hair.
Open your mouth, look.
And I look a mess, you guys. I have been really having a rough week.
Yahweh.
Ooh. Hello, it's me. Got my hair, well, I just did my hair, but I don't like these glasses anymore. But yeah, I'm about to go to bed. So yeah, guys.
Well, the best part of me is you, and I believe that nobody else would do. Yeah, everything I've ever needed, girl, is true. And every time the sun shines, all I see is you.
Buenos dias. Good morning. Good morning, all my lovely people out there. I know it has been, I want to say like a week. I don't even know since I've posted on here. So yeah, I've just been so busy with you know, like helping my sister out and just our kids, getting Channing ready for kindergarten. Yeah. Here, wait, just let it go, let it go.
Oh, that's for that.
Yeah, just put that down and then hold on, wait.
Yeah, you still need some lighting.
I know I've been MIA for a minute. I'm still on social media, so if you guys want to follow my Instagram or Facebook, I'll leave my tag in the description below, and I'll also put on the screen here. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and follow me on there. It's hard some days for me. This past week has been kind of hard. I want to say a little overwhelming with just some things that's been going on. So, you know, just dealing with my mental health, dealing with Channing's mental health, trying to focus on healing and everything like that. I will say, guys, I'm able to sleep now. And that is a big step, you guys. Like, God has really delivered my mind, especially at nighttime. I'm sleeping really good now. Like, so yeah, I don't fall asleep until about 1, 2 in the morning. But when I fall asleep, I stay asleep. I wake up, I feel good. I don't really have any dreams. I'm not on any medication. That is a big thing. I am not on any medication. I don't take anything, not even melatonin to fall asleep anymore. It feels good to be able to sleep like a regular person and wake up and feel, you know, well rested. Like, I feel well rested when I wake up. When my doctor told me that he believes that I'm dealing with PTSD, I fell to my knees and I prayed to God. Like, I asked God, like, I don't want to deal with this for the rest of my life. I don't want to deal with this for another day. I don't want to be on medicine. I don't want any of that. Like, if I just asked him for healing, and most of my wounds are not visible to other people. So yeah, and since my wounds are not visible to other people, it's hard for me to explain to other people how I'm feeling, or when I'm not feeling okay, or when I'm having a bad week. And excuse all the noise in the background. Aaron is trying to get the kids to clean their room because they don't like cleaning their room. This past week, I've been dealing again with some night sweats. My hair was straightened yesterday and now it's a little poofy. I've been just feeling exhausted. My face is breaking out, and if y'all know me, I usually have really good skin. Like, I don't even wear makeup, and my eyebrow, or not my eyebrows, and I'm just breaking out. Like he like
All right, y'all keep doing that.
that's kind of how this week has been for me. So yeah, I'm back. I feel good today. That's nice. Hubby hooked me up with a light. So, but yeah, so today I feel, I feel good today. I got my coffee, just chilling. I was planning on taking the kids to the park today because yesterday was beautiful. It was like 75 degrees yesterday. Let me just turn the camera to you guys. Let me show y'all. Yes, guys, that is snow. It's snowing. Like how? But today's video is going to be birth story for Kalani, my daughter. She truly is an angel sent from heaven. That's my baby girl. My best friend. She loves me to death. And she is such a caring person. Like, she has such a caring heart, especially when it comes to me. When I was in the hospital and they came up there to see Isaiah, she wanted to hold him and kiss him and hug him and all that. Like, she gave her brother so much love and she just adored him. And she keeps on asking for another brother. She wants to be a big sister. And so she is such a loving, kind person. She's spunky. She got an attitude. She don't mind saying no. She swerves everybody. Like, if they come to give her a hug, she'll be like, no. Like, that's my girl. I love her. She's very vocal. She will voice her opinion. Last week at church, she told who did she tell? She told somebody that she didn't like the way that they were looking at her. So, yeah, I love her. And sorry guys if I'm a little dull today. It's just been a long week for me, mentally, and last night I didn't get good sleep. Well, I didn't fall asleep till about 2 in the morning last night, and I got up early today. So I'm just trying to get it together. Kalani, where do I start? So I gave Aaron a deadline for her because after Channing was when he on the way from the hospital with Channing, I was telling Aaron, like, look, I want to have another baby. I want to have 2 kids. And he was just like, wait, like, let's figure out how to be parents and raise him a little bit, and then we can think about that. So I gave him 9 months, and Channing was 9 months, and I was like, babe, I want another baby because I'm gonna be starting school, and I just want, I just really wanted Channing to have a sibling. But yeah, when Channing was 9 months old, I think I gave Aaron like a week, and I was like, you gotta make your decision by this day because I really want a baby, and now is the time. It never feels like it's the right time. It's like, okay, well, next month might be a better month to try because we don't have that much stuff going on next month. But honestly, with Kalani, I was like, look, now is the time, because once he was in the military, and I was like, once you get out the military, I'm gonna be working, I'm gonna be in school. Like, I had so many plans, and I just was like, look, it's either now or never. So he decided to go ahead and agree with me, and that's when we conceived Kalani. And my pregnancy with her went really nice. I had literally no complications, no anything. And I didn't hide my pregnancy, but we were all the way in Kentucky, and my family was 6 hours away, so I didn't tell anybody that I was pregnant with her for I don't even know how long. I have a tendency to hide my pregnancies from people until I'm like far along. Honestly, I was in school and I didn't want people telling me like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. The only person that knew was Aaron and my instructor. So I remember we had to do shots. We were practicing shots in school, and my instructor pulled me aside and was like, you don't have to do the shot if you don't want to. You could just practice on somebody, and somebody's gonna have to get a shot twice. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to get a shot. The girl that ended up having to get 2 shots was not happy, but she didn't know why. I mean, there was other people that could have volunteered, but I don't know why she did. So that sounds like her problem. I didn't hide my pregnancy, but I didn't tell nobody about it because I don't like opinion. I don't like hearing people's mouths and their opinions. Like, I am doing what I'm doing, and it's none of y'all's business until I make it your business. And then you can let me know, and then I'll give you my opinion back. When I have my mind set on something and it's set, that's what it's gonna be. And I wanted to finish school before Aaron got out the military, so that way when he got out, I could be an EMT and I could work. And that's what we did. But yeah, so I went into labor with Kalani. So I tried castor oil. It didn't work.
Trey actually is at the gym, and he can't get in unless until I get there.
How far is the gym?
3 minutes away.
30?
3 or 4 minutes away. It's right there.
Go ahead, it's fine. I don't even care. Give me a kiss.
Babe, I can't, like...
It's fine. I don't even care. I don't even give a crap.
You serious?
No.
Oh,
Come
what?
here. He's goofball. He was sitting there like, what?
I love you.
Love you too, babe.
I love her so much, guys. It's like...
I'm like, what? I love you, babe.
Love you. Have fun at the gym.
Huh? Be safe. It's snowing out, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, with Kalani, I tried castor oil. Nothing happened. Before I do anything, I always ask my doctor. So my doctor gave me the okay to give it a try. Nothing happened. So Aaron was like, okay, you can't do no more. So my mom was actually down there at the time, and I wanted to go in labor while she was there. So, cause she had to leave, I think it was like in January, like January 4th, they had to go back home because everybody went back to school, and then my mom had to go back to work. So yeah, it didn't work. And then January 8th, I was laying in bed, and it was like 11 o'clock in the evening, or 11 p.m. And I felt like a pop, and I was like, I don't know what that was, because with Channing my water broke too, but I didn't think my water was gonna break. I was like either 38 or 39 weeks at that time. It was January 8th. I don't know if I already said that. That's another thing, guys. I've been extremely forgetful. I don't know what it is, but yeah. But anyways, so yeah, so I felt the pop, and I got up, and my water broke, and then it just started leaking out, and I was like, oh crap, my water broke, I'm in labor. I don't think Aaron was asleep at the time, so I called him upstairs, and he came in the room, and I'm like, my water broke, we gotta go to the hospital. And we didn't have no babysitter. We literally didn't have anybody. It was just me, Aaron, and Channing. So we had to take Channing with us to the hospital. And since it was late at night, the people that we would have trusted with like watching Channing, they were all in bed and sleeping. Nobody expected me to go into labor that day. So, cause it didn't start out with contractions or anything like that. It's just my water broke. And then, you know, like, I was like, okay, well, and at this time we lived on Post. So the hospital was like 5-10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, it was like 5 to 7 minutes away. So we got all our stuff that we needed, packed the car up, and we went to the hospital, and my contractions picked up. Y'all, them things was crazy. But it was nice because I was having a contraction, and then it would go away for a little bit. Channing looking for his daddy. Channing, daddy went to the gym. Um, and then I got in there and I already had planned, like my birth plan was natural birth. I didn't want to get an epidural because my back couldn't take it. I just was like, look, I just want natural, no medicine, no anything. And
Mommy, it's snowing outside.
yeah, it snowed a lot.
Yeah.
Did you see the snow, Channing?
Is it snowing?
Yes, look at that. How did it snow that much?
Because it's going to be Christmas tomorrow.
No, I don't think so.
But snow makes Christmas.
Yeah, it's supposed to, but it's April.
But why is it snow? But why was it snowing?
Baby, that's Ohio.
What?
That's Ohio.
Hey, Mommy. What?
That's Ohio.
Why is it Ohio snowing?
Because it's weird.
Some boots at the start to make. I'm gonna get a yellow glove, and I'm a yellow glove. And start get my, and I'm gonna get my yellow boots at the start, and Tay will get his new red. And Tay will get his new red hat.
Okay.
I mean the new blue shirt.
Yeah. So I already had it in my mind that I wanted to do natural, but baby, when them contractions picked up, I was crying. I was telling them, like, give me epidural, give me one now. And the nurse said, honey, you gotta wait because the anesthesiologist just went into emergency C-section, so it will be some time. And I was like, bro. So I literally didn't have a choice at that point. It was like no epidural, and I had to wait. And they told me they had to give me medicine through my IV because I was strep B positive, which is like a thing that you can get when you're pregnant. So either you get it or you don't. They test you for it at like 39 weeks, and then I guess it's only when you're pregnant. So I was positive for that, and so they were like, well, we have to give you these antibiotics in your IV, and it has to run for at least, I want to say they said like 3 hours. And they started that, I want to say like 12, and they said just try to hold the baby in until then. And the nurse walked out of the room, and Channing was in the room, Aaron was in the room, and Aaron was on the couch trying to, you know, get Channing to watch, you know, like cartoons and stuff, because I'm over here screaming. Well, I was screaming. It hurt. Every time a contraction came, I'm just in so much pain. And then I had to push. And I was telling Aaron, like, babe, go grab the nurse, go tell the doctors I gotta push. And he was just like right now? And I'm like, bro, yes, right now. So he ran out. The nurse came in, and she was like, well, just hold on, don't push, don't push. The doctor's coming, the doctor's coming. And I'm like, okay. But, like, my body was just squeezing. Like, I could look at my stomach, and it was just squeezing. And every time the contraction came, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm not going to be able to not push. So I just started pushing. And I was like, okay, well, the nurse is here, so she'll catch it. And then that's when the midwife ran in the room. And she was like, wow, you didn't give us no time. And then, you know, she got suited up, and I'm still pushing. And then Kalani came out, and the doctor grabbed her and laid her on me, and she was purple. I'll insert pictures and stuff of what I can. Aaron is not the best when it comes to pictures during labor. So he got a lot of bad pictures, or not bad pictures. He got a lot of pictures that I can't show. Like pictures with, like, you know, obviously I gave birth, I wasn't clothed. So there's a lot of pictures that I cannot show, but I would try to show what I can. So she came out too fast, pretty much. And so her lungs didn't get enough time to get squeezed, and, you know, the amniotic fluid come out. So she was not breathing when she came out. And they were still trying to be, you know, like, Dad, you want to cut the umbilical cord? And he was, you know, he had Channing, and it was late at night. It was like 1 in the morning. So I was only in labor from 11 to 1. So that's how fast it went. That's labor. I was only pushing for not even, I want to say like not even 3 minutes. So she was born at 1 in the morning, January 8th. And, yeah, he was just moving slow and stuff. And they were like, you gotta hurry up. She's not breathing. So he went and cut the umbilical cord, and then they immediately took her to the baby side, or not baby side, but you know, the table that they have in the room, and they started like cleaning her lungs out and stimulating her and doing what they had to do to get her to breathe. And meanwhile, my placenta and stuff was coming out, and I ribbed because she came out so fast, and I couldn't even, I don't even remember any of that part, because I was just looking over her and I was like, is she okay? I was asking a lot of questions and nobody was answering. And then I finally heard her cry, and I was just so happy. I was just full of, I don't know, adrenaline or whatever. I don't know what was in my body, but I didn't cry. And I just was like, she's so beautiful. She had hair. I thought she had a lot of hair, but after seeing my sister's baby, no, my sister's baby has a lot of hair. But yeah, Kalani had super dark black hair, and she was just so beautiful. And she was actually very quiet. Like, she cried for a little bit, and then she was just quiet. And I was like, is that normal? Because Channing was a crier. That boy cried for everything. I put him down, he cried. I held him, he cried. Like, he cried so much. I was like, I was expecting that. And then she was so calm and quiet, and she didn't cry that much. And I'm just like, what? Like, is that okay? Like, is she good? And the doctor's like, yeah, every baby's different. So, yeah, they got her crying, and then they finally put her on my chest and let us do skin to skin. And since I tore let me give you guys just a little bit of like how it went for me as far as no epidural. I could feel everything. I felt more than just pressure. A lot of people say like, you feel a lot of pressure, blah blah. No, baby, I felt it all. It hurt. I could feel her head and her shoulders come out. I did feel myself rip. But honestly, the contractions are just what makes it 10 times worse, because you got to push on the contraction. And when you push, it's kind of like a I want to say a relief, but it's like you feel like that's just what you need to do, so you're just pushing. But it still hurts down there. Like, everything still hurts down there. And like, the doctors kept telling me like, mom, like, you gotta stop holding your breath. But it's like, how am I supposed to breathe and push a baby out at the same time? That's a lot of work. Like, I was just pushing out, I was holding my breath. But I was trying not to, but it hurt so bad. Like, you know, when you're just in a lot of pain, you can't even talk. That's how that was for me. So I was just pushing, and it was hurting. And then I ripped, and the placenta part, that did not hurt coming out. And then I took a picture of my placenta, and the doctor let me, like, she explained to me what all of the parts were. And they also couldn't delay cord clamping for us, which they did for Channing, but they couldn't do that for her because she came out not breathing. So they had to hurry up and take her. So if you guys don't know about delayed cord clamping, you should look that up. I read a lot of benefits on it, and you can also add that in your birth plan if that's something that you guys are interested in. But yeah, so the whole stitching me up part, I felt she numbed it. I felt that part. I felt the needle numbing me part. And then it was numb, and I didn't feel anything after that. Thank God. That was something I was so scared of. I was like, okay, I ripped with Channing. I know I'm probably going to rip again. I'm scared for, like, I don't want to feel the stitches. You know, like, after everything is said and done, I don't want to feel getting stitched up. So, and she was stitching me up, and I was holding Kalani, and I had to literally lay there, legs all up, out and open, for a minute. Like, it took her, I don't even know, I want to say like 40 minutes to an hour, if not longer. All that afterbirth stuff and stitching me up and making sure everything was good. But I was up walking that same day. Well, I probably didn't get up that night because I had her at 1, but I'm sure I was up at like 6, 7 in the morning walking around. I got to shower. No, I didn't get to shower yet because I still have my IV in, and I had the medicine running through me, and also I had to stay in the hospital for 3 days. Kalani and I had to stay there for literally for 3 days because they wanted to monitor her because the antibiotics didn't get enough time in my body to even be effective, and strep B is like very dangerous. It can cause a lot of stuff if it like transfers to the baby. And honestly, I don't even know how strep B comes. I think it's just your body produces too much of something. It like produces too much of something when you're pregnant. But I always wondered, like, how did they do it back in the day? Well, I guess there was a lot of fatalities back in the day. I don't know, guys. I always wonder a lot, but I love my midwife that I had. I wish I could bring her here and keep her, but I couldn't. And I breastfed Kalani, so my milk did not come in. Well, I breastfed Channing too, but I breastfed him for about 6 months, and it was a struggle because I was having milk supply issues and everything. So when it came to Kalani, I kind of knew what to do the second time around, but it was still a different experience. But I was breastfeeding her in the hospital, and nothing, like, I seen a lactation consultant, and Kalani was just losing way too much weight, and the doctors were concerned. So they had her do formula in the hospital, you know, like the already made bottles. And they told me to go ahead and keep putting her to my breast, but we can try that option until my milk comes in. So they sent me home with literally a whole supply of what I needed. They gave me so many of those little bottles. I was good for the first like week, and then my milk came in, and all, like, y'all, packing the diaper bag was so easy. All I had to do was make sure I had diapers, wipes, and a change of clothes. I didn't have to worry about bottles and milks and all that. Like, I literally was so used to like the whole breastfeeding thing. I whipped that bad boy out wherever we were. I remember specifically one time we were in Walmart, and I was like, babe, I don't know if we're gonna make it home in time before she's ready to eat. And she was probably like 3-4 months, and he was like, I mean, you can feed her at Walmart if you need to. So we got in Walmart, and next thing I know, Kalani's screaming her head off because she's ready to eat. So I just whip it out and I'll start feeding her, and he's like, babe, put that away. And I'm like, what? You told me to. Now you're making me feel insecure. And he was just like, I didn't know you meant like that. So it took him some getting used to. But at that point, I was like, honestly, if you think my mom boobs are sexy and you looking at me feeding my baby like that, then you are weird. Honestly, you're weird. So I didn't even care. But honestly, nobody came to me. Nobody ever said anything. People didn't stare. I had a really good breastfeeding experience with Kalani. Like, I was not having it. I was not trying to get the thing, put it over, figure out how to latch her on. I don't know where this is. But I didn't do nothing. I just whipped it out. But I did the over-under method. So I did, like, I had to always wear a shirt underneath my shirt. I'm going to show you. I'm not about to do that. Let me put my shirt down. So what I did was I would move my tank top down in my bra, and then I would just pull my shirt up. So I'm not, like, exposing the whole thing. Like, I'm not just pulling it out the top of my shirt. But I was modest with it. But, yeah, and she got so chunky, y'all. Like, she was eating good. She gained all her weight back and more, and the doctors was like, she's doing good, she's healthy. And then my phone died. I don't know where I left off at, but yeah, so I'll answer a lot of I'll answer the pictures that I have.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me
So with that being said, that is my birth story with Kalani. Natural birth, no medication whatsoever besides the antibiotics that I had to get. No pain medicine, no nothing, guys. And I would actually choose that over the epidural because the experience for me was completely different. With Channing, the epidural, I could not feel anything. So I didn't even know if I was pushing or not. I'm like this, and they're like, yeah, you're doing good. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm pushing. I couldn't feel nothing. Like, I pushed that green button every time. So I was scared. But my advice for people out there that do want to go natural is to labor at home for as long as you can. Don't wait too long because you don't want to give birth in a car, but labor at home for as long as you can, and then go to the hospital. You can also let your nurses know, don't offer the epidural unless I ask for it. And also just like, the reason why I say labor at home as long as you can is because like when you get there, they might say it's too late for the epidural, we can't give it to you. Or the anesthesiologist just might not be available, so you'll have no choice. Sometimes you gotta force yourself. You gotta force yourself to just do no anything. If that's what you want. If not, you know, you obviously can opt for the epidural or whatever. But yeah, guys. So my next video is gonna be my birth story with Isaiah. I know I've talked about like the bad parts about it. Like, I mean, the whole thing was not good. But I don't really think I've went through how the emergency C-section itself went for me. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a video on that. And I know my next child, whether I have a baby in the next year or next 5 years, it's gonna have to be a C-section baby. My OB did say like there's a chance that I could try for a VBAC, but it's completely up to me and the risk. I understand, and how my life has been going these past couple of years. I honestly, when I got my tonsillectomy, the doctor told me that it's a 0.2% chance of you hemorrhaging when you go home. That's a very, very, very low chance of me hemorrhaging. At night, I hemorrhaged, and thank God Aaron was home that night. That's another story time, guys. But yeah, so it's like all the crazy rare things happen to me for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm definitely not going to opt for that. I probably will opt for the whole C-section thing because it can be a controlled environment. It's not going to be nothing crazy. Everything will be planned out. And even if I do try for a VBAC, it will have to be in the OR. It's not going to, I'll never have that experience of a natural labor or, you know, in the room, and then you got the heating area for your baby right here, and you got your bed and your TV. It'll never be that experience for me. It will be in the OR regardless of what I choose. So for me, I will probably most likely, for my own safety and peace of mind, choose a C-section, which kind of sucks because we wanted to have a lot of kids. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of kids. We wanted to have 4 kids, so I don't know if I would be willing to do 2 more C-sections. 1 more is good enough for me. I'm willing to do 1 more and then call it a day. So our next baby will probably be our last baby unless God says otherwise. But my like y'all, speaking of, you know how these celebrities, they bounce back from their pregnancy like 2 days later. They have literally no stomach, and they just, that was me after Kalani. After Channing, I was like 202 pounds, and it was hard for me to lose the weight, and breastfeeding made it even harder for me to lose the weight. But with Kalani, that weight was gone by my birthday. I had her January 8th. My birthday is January 22nd. And I'm gonna insert a picture of that too. I was like, wow, my bounce back from that was quick. It was quick. So yeah, guys, catch me in my next video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you can get notified every time I post a new video. Shout out to my sister once again for doing my intro. She is 14 years old and she is doing her thing. She enjoys making intros, so if you guys want to support her and you need an intro done, let me know and I can make that happen. She's affordable, so that's all I have for you guys in this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you in my next video.